Welcome back to the next section of Traefik Training. In this section, we're going to do the TLS Lab of the traffic encryption section. In this lab, we're actually going to do TLS challenge of Let's Encrypt, which means everything's going to occur at the TLS layer of communication. Let's head over to the instructions, exactly what we're going to do. Again, it's in the 56K Cloud Traefik Training, and it's the section 4, and it's number 2, Deploy Traefik Let's Encrypt TLS Challenge. But we are going to go over to our command line, and we're going to look at what the TLS configuration looks like. So go ahead and open the Traefik TLS YAML, head down to the bottom, and now you can see the challenge TLS section. And it's essentially the same. We still have to put an email address in here, just like the HTTP challenge. So I'm going to put Brian at 56k.cloud, and TLS challenge equals true. That's all we need to do for this section. Everything else is handled for us. We can just save this. Oops. If I just save that. Now we can open up Docker Compose and open up the TLS Docker Compose YAML. Head down to the bottom of the file, and you can see everything is essentially the same as HTTP. We have to enter our domain once again. Web wrench. The cat app service equals cat app. Port 5000. We're using the web secure entry point. And the only other difference here is cat app TLS cert resolver is my resolver. So it's exactly the same. The only thing different is in the Traefik TLS.yaml file, we're telling it to use TLS challenge. Everything else remains the same. So Traefik is handling the challenge for us. Before we deploy this new stack, make sure the old stack has been removed. So docker stack rm Traefik. Okay, mine has been removed. And now let's deploy the new stack. Docker stack deploy -c Docker Compose TLS, and we'll call it Traefik once again. All right, starting up, and it is running again. So let's just check the logs, service logs, and Traefik. And there you go. It's actually up and running. You can see it's using provider name myResolver. So it's actually fetching the certificates. You can see testing certificate renew. So it is communicating with Let's Encrypt, and it's trying to resolve this ticket, the certificate. Now let's head back over to our browser, and now we're going to open up our web site once again. Again, it fails because it's not HTTPS, it's HTTP in this example, so we have to do HTTPS. And there you go. It also works for this. So Traefik again made it super simple for us to get up and running with TLS challenge. And let's check the dashboard quickly. So I'm just using my domain name, port 8080. You can go into services, cat app, and then you see here's my service. So exactly the same as previous. We still have TLS enabled. The only difference is, from outside is we're actually doing TLS challenge instead of HTTP. So everything else remains the same. Join me in the next section as we get a little bit more exciting. We do the dynamic portion of the challenge, which is using DNS. I've left DNS for last because that's the most automated, and I think it's the most common used in conjunction with Traefik. So join me in the next section, DNS Lab.